Welcome to EDU World Space.
Alright guys, we're doing problem number 104 in chapter 5 of Chemistry Essential Science. So consider the system shown in figure 5.10. In one case, the battery becomes completely discharged by running current through the heater, and in the other case, by running a fan. Both processes occur at constant temperature. In both cases, the change in engine state of the system is the same. The battery goes from being fully charged to being fully discharged, yet in one case the heat involved is large and the other is small. Is the enthalpy change the same in two cases? If not, how can enthalpy be considered a state function? If it is, what can you say about the relationship between enthalpy and, in this case, as compared to others we have previously considered? So the enthalpy change is going to be the same, and let me explain why. So we have E is equal to Q, delta E is equal to Q plus W. U and delta H is equal to delta E plus P delta V. B. So the type of work being done is not P minus S, P minus V work. So delta H, that's the kind of work being done is not P minus V work. So delta H is equal to S. So we can write delta H as Q plus W. We're substituting in for delta E plus as P delta V does not equal Q plus W minus W. Instead, delta H equals Q plus W plus P delta V means that more work than only P minus V work can be done. So the delta H for each process can still be the same. So what's changing is only the Q and W in the Q and W values in delta E. That's the only difference in these two processes. Whether you're discharging whether your battery is discharged by running current through a heater or by running through a fan. And so we have to understand the relationships that we're working with. We have our delta E values, our delta H values, and we have to understand that we're not doing P minus V work in this case. Worse. So in this specific scenario, like ordinarily we'd have W is equal to P to minus P delta V, but in this case W does not equal this. The W is not equal P delta V because we're not doing PV work. We're not doing PV work in this scenario. Oh, we're working at a constant. We're working at constant pressure. There's no mention of any change in volume. So this reaction, so this equation here, that where delta H is equal to Q plus W plus P delta V, we're not just dealing with any kind of PV work work. Like there is other work that can be done. So that means the delta H for each process can be the same. That doesn't mean but let me preface that by the Q and the W in each case, ACE doesn't necessarily, whether you're dealing with a heater or you're dealing with a fan, the Q and W you're seeing for each case, they are not necessarily the same. So let me just preface that. Q heater, S heater, S does not equal Q of fan, just like W of heater does not equal W of fan. They are two separate processes, so they are going to have different heat and different work, but they're both constant in how much in their delta E values, the change in energy for your system.